MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the National League Championship Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started. But now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task at hand.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2018 National League East champion, Atlanta Braves.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. What's your take as they try to win an NL championship here on the road, Mark?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute. And
14分前で3期やん。
execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
First pitch on its way. And the first pitch of the game is taken for ball 1 as we are underway tonight from SunTrust Park.
もっさもさのひげやな。
7:06.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
1 strike.
Just behind the fastball. 2 strikes now.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac.
ボールやな。
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Acuña's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. His career line with Fulton-Avich comes in with 6 hits in 25 tries. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Fulton-Avich has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
1-1.
Fastball well outside. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in this sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And we're just underway from SunTrust Park. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the hole.
Yes.
And line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
The set and the 1-0.
これはしゃあないな。
And nothing will come with a 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game.
フリーマン1割切ってんやな。
Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Jake Arrieta will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, coming on now to pitch is former NL Cy Young Award winner Jake Arrieta. Good fastball, 95 to 97. Great overhand curveball and a straight changeup. Former Cy Young Award winner. If he brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Leading up for the Braves, the center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Here comes the first pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike
いきなりバン
1.
ト
History
か。
with Jake Arrieta. He's gone 5 for 13. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. McCutchen is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
First offering on its way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. This one's flared off to the
ど
right
ん詰まり
side.
か。
And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of it.
Freeman.
First pitch.
来た。
Runner goes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Segura has it, and that's the second out.
Batting fourth.
Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. From the belt, the pitch, and that misses ball 1. Donaldson at second with 2 down. He sends it out to left field.
やばい、やばい、やばい。
But
あ、
that'll
入って
stay in
もう
the
た。
park as it's off the wall.
マジか。
As he arrives at second with
あ、
a
入ってもうたじゃあ。持ってるんか。あれ入ってるように見えたの。
takes the turn at third. He wants it all.
入ってもう
Time he's safe as they take the
た。
lead.
あれ今の何やったんや。 なんか入ったんか思ったら。
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
ほろりか。
Well, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Ball 1. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Arrieta sets. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Here now the 2-2. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. The 2-2.
やってもうた。
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Another full count offering on his
外れてる。
awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. Standing in, Brian McCann, and now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann. Hit in the air out to center field. Pereira will get there, and he puts it away.
さっきの入ったと思って勘違いしとった
So
な。
it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll move on to the second now at SunTrust Park. The Braves lead it 2-0. So coming to the plate, Maikel Franco, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely.
鳥だったか。
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. So striding forward now, Gene Segura. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded, foul. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first.
ああ、取りよった。
Got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. His career line with Fultonavich. He's gone 4 for 9. 1-1 to Andrew McCutcheon. McCutcheon, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this
1
guy.
2.
Yeah,
He's
ball
turned
yeah.
himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 8, the first baseman, number 17, Reese.
Now at the plate, Reese Hoskins. Man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. Bounces, and this one gets away.
やらかしよった。
And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute spin. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just hit it right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Working for the punch out and offering. And there's
やばい、やってもた。危ないよ。
nearly had him going back to second, but is able to sneak back in safely.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8
ここでピッチャーか。
the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a good fence.
入ってるかあれ。
Take a look at strike 1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
ただ、コンタクトでも当たらんか。
A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now in the box, Dansby Swanson. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 0-1 delivery. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Swanson is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has a potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense. to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Sent on the ground out to this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting.
足速いな。速いというか、盗塁はそうでもない。
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
そら送るよな。
Make the count 1-0 and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Swanson gets his lead at first, nobody out. And they indeed have the pitcher.
落としてるし。ダブルセーフや。何をやっとんや。ダブルセーフ。
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time.
エラーが多いな。
1-1 home. Strike two swinging.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. And a change swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
So stepping in, Josh Donaldson. He singled his last time up. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. First and second now, one man out. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Ranging back is Herrera. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll take those extra
中継すりゃよかったか。
now with two gone in the inning. Settling in now, Freddie Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to wiggle out of this.
86やもんな。あれがストライク。
Runners on first and third, two away. A pause and the 0-2.
持ってかれた。マジか。交代やんもう。
It's a three-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track, as you see the distance there. That's one that will get
ここで打たれるか。このスリーランはいらんな。
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he popped him up. Hernandez is there. And that retires the side. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. We've played 2, and the lead is now 5-0. Back to the top of the order now. Up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far.
さあ、なんとか取らんことには話にならん。
You want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
2-0's the count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
今なんぼでやってみよう。ファールオブか。いや、オールスターか。
A little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
There's a swing and a drive to
Miyosha.
right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there for the double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't full for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
2-1.
Fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
The 3-1.
結局フォアボール。
So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Now a change up, but
何で来るかやな。
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
The 3-1.
Nah, come on.
And now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. Herrera over at second. Hernandez is over at first with 1 away. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Number 7, Michael Franco.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. From the belt, the pitch. And a strike
あ
called
ー、
at the
ギリギ
letters.
リか。
High to me, but it's 0-1. From the stretch. Started to go around there, but he
おー、危な
pulls up ball one.
It's moments like this
なん
as a
か
pitcher
入っ
when you
てる
feel
っ
the
ぽかっ
whole
たけど。
world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
2 balls and a strike now.
スライダーカーブやからな。
2-1, here it is.
おっと。
Fastball laid off well below the
さあ、
knee.
真ん中来るか。
Gene Segura is on deck. Set. Here's the 3-1.
よっし
Line drive to
ゃ
left. And that's in there. Base hit. And
ー。
that
まあ、
will
まず
go
1
forward.
点
It's
や
now
な。
a 5-1 ball game. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base.
Now batting, the
Boy,
shortstop.
Dero, you have to be
Gene
licking your chops sitting in a
Segura.
3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Gene Segura standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's
いやー、クマさんおはようございます。みんなの OB 杯。チップインイーグル決めましたが、スピンかかった際遠隔操作。あっと、これは1点はいくやろ。よっしゃ。殺到して結果無効扱いとなりました。チップインイーグル。なかったことに。なんとか2点は取りましたけど。ああ、抜けた抜けた。危な。取られるか思いましたね。さあ、3点は取った。これならもうちょい投げさすのもありかな。
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Chris Hoskins. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
ああ、メンタルだいぶ回復してるな。あーっと。
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
ああ、入ってる。
Taken though for a second strike. The 1-2.
あーっと、やばい。
Tried to hold up
お
there,
ー。
appealed down to first and no
スイング取られそうでしたな。ああ、無理や。
So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies 3. Digging in to try it again, Nick Markakis as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
もうちょい投げさすか。 まだスタミナが残っとるからな。
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
危ない。際どいな。この回次第か。この回も打たれるようやったらもう帰るか。
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard back up the middle to his right, Hernandez. On first, and very quickly, far gone here in the home.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan McCann.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Arrieta into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Now a curveball misses inside.
なんとかこの回はいけそうな。
Is a check swing, but he clearly went around that time. This one up.
どん詰まり。
Calls for it, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one. Still in the middle innings, they're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something.
さすがにまだ投げるか。
Try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this
そうでもスタミナ3割ぐらい
He's showing
か。
good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Too tight with that one.
3 balls, no
3-0.
strike.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Heading out towards shallow right, and therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out.
Next for
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field.
これはあかんな。
Inciarte's there. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Cesar Hernandez. First delivery to him on the way. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Welcome back to SunTrust Park just outside of Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready now, Dansby Swanson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Line
Ah,
right
shut
center.
up.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all
あ
the
ー、ここでま
specifics.
た
He knows
ピ
he
ッ
hasn't
チャ
been
ー
pitching
か。
all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get
さ
into
っき
that
これ
rhythm.
ね、
Seems to be the case
バン
here.
トポロッとしたからな。
Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he
う
gets this
ん、
one down.
これはもうしゃあ
And
ない。
you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice
問題は
works
この
to
後や
perfection.
な。
Now batting, center
Striding
fielder,
into the box,
Ender.
Ender Inciarte. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. 50th pitch of the game on its way.
ここで抑えるか、打たれるか。
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a
意
matter
外
of
と
whether
振
or
っ
not
て
it's
くれる
moving
な。
east-west, but that one right there
2
had
球
such
とも
good
ボー
downward
ルやけ
action.
ど。
Great pitch.
あー、
In
惜
the
しい。
zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
際どいな。
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it
お
again
っ
here,
と。
though.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance.
たまにポロッとする
Ready
から
with
な。
the 2-2. Softly hit out.
あー、落ちるんか。
That's in there. Base hit.
やばいやばいやば
And they won't risk it at third.
い。なんか中途半端や
Only
な。
one away.
There were 2 strikes right there. He didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front
お
foot
互い
in,
なんか
was able
変な
to
感じ
made。a soft liner over the infielder's head for him.
さ
あ、耐えれるか抑えるか。ちょっと戻ったな。あー、1点は入ったか。まあ、1点はしゃあないか。まあ、この回までやな、じゃあ。と言いたいとこやけど、変えるか。取られた時点で変えるか。まだ犠牲フライやったからね。
Less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than
鼻がもぞもぞするな。
Victor Arano answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Victor Arano.
Set and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Arano, the native of Mexico. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound his own, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
あー、見てるか。惜しいな。ボール球やな。うわお。当たりそうやな。
Into the box, Ronald Acuna. As she'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. A hit in 2 tries
さっ
for
き
him
そうや、
so
ホー
far.
ムランっていうか、ランニングホームランになってもったんや
The 0-1 on its way.
な。あー、また落ちちゃったか。 危ない危ない危ない。連打連打で。
was able to spit on that first slice right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the base.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Stepping in now, Nick Markakis. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score now, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
The 1-2 pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The set. And the 1-2. Now this is on the ground to second.
ああ、またやってるやん。何やってんの。セカンドゴロがポロリか。なんで落とすかな。こんな普通のボールを。3回目の今日エラーやな。ポロリポロリと。これは流れ変わりそうやな。
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Well beyond that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 0-2 once more.
Oh, what?
Hoskins there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We played 4 full. In now, Bryce Harper, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
This one doesn't look good so
さ
far.
すがにまだ投げるな。この回までか。左か。
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
3-0.
これはボール。
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Lifted into center field. Inciarte on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Michael Franco will be next. Here's the 3-1. He loses him on.
あ、ボールか。
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch
いや、入ってるけどな。
That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Realmuto leads off first with 1 away.
Ah.
Swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. high lifting out to shallow center. Inciarte moving in. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Gene Segura. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Sharp ground ball. Donaldson's there. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Brian McCann will be the one to watch. He'll lead things off when we get back. Home half of the fifth coming up. Atlanta leads it 7-3. At the plate, Brian McCann. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0-2 at this point.
The catcher, Brian McCann.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball one. 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Outside, 3-0. And that's finally over for a strike. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Digging in, Dansby Swanson. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back to back are so good.
さすがに疲れ
I might
て
just
き
go
た
ahead and
か。
try to throw another one.
The next 0-2. And another foul ball.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed.
よっしゃ。
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Johan Camargo will grab
い
a
や
bat and hit
さ
for
す
the
がに
pitcher.
代打来たな。
Johan Camargo.
Juan Nicasio enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
ニカシオ。
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Hernandez at second. On to first, not in time as the umpire.
なんか変な打球やな。
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that
さ
time.
すがにあれは取れんかったな。
Throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Standing in now, Ender Inciarte. Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for
ようや
Atlanta.
く
They
ゼロ
hang on
か。
to a 7-3 lead. Jesse Biddle takes over to start the
さ
6th
あ、
inning on
2
the
番
mound.
手。
At the plate, Andrew McCutcheon. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard but foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Waved up, missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Biddle, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And this is lined softly here to the left side, but this is a foul ball.
なんかフェアっぽかったけど。
And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed.
結局ファーボール。
To lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
First baseman, number 17.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Reese Hoskins comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
ああ、ボールや。
Just about saws him off as he can't
フォーボー
get
ル。
extended at all. It's strike 1.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
おっと。
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself.
あー、ダブルプレーか。
Albies on to Freeman, a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty
い
costly,
やー、
but
こ
that
れ
won't be the
は
case this time.
このまま
After
で
the
いい
2 ball.
か。
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Juan Nicasio. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Now the pitch. On the ground to the left side.
おっ
Oh,
と。
that eats him up a bit. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Phillies go down quietly there. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Now batting, Josh Donaldson. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
The third baseman,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this
い
another way to
やー、おー、危な
right. Is there, and he'll bring this one in.
the first baseman,
Freddie
number
Freeman
5.
will stand in as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. He's set. Here it comes. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. On the run, this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Still 1-2. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a
よっしゃ。あー、やばい。おー。
And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second
結
out of the
構
inning.
ポロポロするな。
If you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna. Last time through was a base hit. First offering on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something.
No
Got it
shot.
looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3.
さあ、7回
Game
か。
6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on, and throwing left-hander Johnny Venters.
Johnny Venters.
ベンターズ。
Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings.
シンカースライダ
It's
ー。
time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first base.
ああ、ボール
Tried
や。
to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now.
スライダーもあるもんな。
And a good
Ah,
sinker there
sinker.
gets him swinging for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws a good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. And this is swung
Ah,
on.
正面か。
Short.
ああ、もうちょい。
In time as they get him by an eyelash.
いやー、これはもうアウトやろ。さすがにこれセーフ打ったらびっくりやけど。これはアウトやわ。
Bang bang plays and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Phillies have elected to challenge.
So here's
the
one last look
play.
at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Here's Bryce Harper now. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Right that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
The 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Markakis has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Striding in, Nick Markakis. His lifetime line against Nicasio. He's just 1 for 6. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Lofted in the air out to right center.
中途半端。大危ね。
He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzy.
Now to the plate, Ozzy Albies. He got under one and popped out his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. Hits a ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's
これも中途半端。
Herrera moving in. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, pitcher, Brian McCann.
Stepping up now, Brian McCann. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Now we're going to have a conference in the home plate area. So we'll see a double switch here. Daniel Winkler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
For Atlanta. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 58, Daniel Winkler.
Stepping in, JT Realmuto. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Oh,
取られそうやった。
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Into the box now, Michael Franco will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball. It's 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The 2-1 is a fastball that gets by him.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Fouled away.
微妙な高さ。
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Realmuto aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ah. 微妙なとこやな。
Another full count pitch home.
Oh,
And he fouls this one off.
おー。まだ粘る。おー。おっと、耐えた。粘り勝ち。
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So next on the plate for the Phils, Gene Segura, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the stretch.
Amai na.
That time, strike one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors so far on the Philadelphia line score.
Yoっしゃー、ライト前。
Line, that's a base hit.
これは無理せん
No
と
sense
こ。
risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
さあ、満塁か。真ん中来たな。さすがに帰るよな。ノーアウト満塁か。
Shane Carl is summoned in a tough situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
今日は打ってたよな。スライダー、チェンジカードか。
In now, Andrew McCutchen as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something
ボールや。
and drive some runs in.
振ってもうた。と高めやな。おっと、これはやめとけやめとけ。スライダー来るかな。どんどん詰まりや。よっしゃよっしゃよっしゃよっしゃ。
To first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard.
スタミナ偉いな、このピッチャー。
Fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
おっと、上がりすぎか。まあまあ、1点は取れた。最低1点やな。
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark, does the job right there with a sac fly and brings the run home.
AJ Minter is called upon with 2 out in the 8th as he's asked to complete a 4-out save.
さあ、これはもちろん代打やな。左やからな。パワー的にはこの人か。
Aaron
Your attention,
Altair
please.
will come on to pinch hit
Pinch
here in a
hitting for the
big
Phillies.
spot.
Number 23, Aaron Altair.
This
One
one's
ball, no
outside,
strike.
quite a bit off the plate that time. 2 out with the man at first. One and one to Aaron Altair. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time.
振り遅れとる。
The 1-2. Fouled away. That
おっ
will step
と。
off the rubber and go to first. And he's back in standing. Now another 1-2. Hit well.
よっしゃ
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
ー。まだ続
And
く
that's
な。
a base hit right there on a hanging two-strike
Now
changeup.
batting.
And that's
The
one
これは甘
big
かっ
hang
た。
right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera as he takes a quick
Ah,
strike at the
giddy
knees.
height
It's
there.
0-1. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 4. A ball and a strike by the Phillies leadoff man. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
いやー、ボールや。振ってもた。 The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Ball hit あー、これは正面か。
Scooped up. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Braves lead it 7-5.
Ladies and
Jose
gentlemen,
Alvarez
your
is on to
attention,
pitch
please.
out of the bullpen in the
Now
bottom
pitching
half
for
of
the
the 8th.
Phillies. Number 52.
ここは何としてもゼロでいいかな。
Digging in, Dansby Swanson. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
No
A
shortstop.
ball and no strikes.
Dansby Swanson.
2-0 the count to
No, that's it.
Dansby
That's the ball.
Swanson.
8時25分か。
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Popped him up.
おー。
Segura is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Next for Atlanta.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Ready with the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. And he misses
際どいな。
That's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it.
これは打たれた。ライトゴロとか、さすがに無理。
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
妙にリードがでかく見えるな。
Standing in now, Ender Inciarte. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. To 1-2 now. Flowers, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Got him looking for the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson.
2アウト。
Strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A runner on first with 2 away. Takes this the other way to right.
また打ったか。
And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 more now.
Dan, count those out the window with this batter.
ライト打ちか。ここでフリーマン。話し合っとこうか。
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
終わった。さあ、振るかな。わっしゃー、真ん中や。ど真ん中行ってんのか。読みが外れたか。
His career numbers against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Andrew Romine is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th.
カッターチェンジアム。これで打てるか打てんか。負けりゃ最終戦やな。どうなるかやな。放り替えよう。 よっしゃー。
Now the pitch.
あー、詰まったか。
Marquez has a read on it. Makes the play, one away.
Next for Philadelphia.
Standing in, Bryce Harper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
ライトよりまくっとるな。ハーパーシフトか。
He's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch.
あー、いってる。
Around the knees, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little low, it's 2-2.
あれは低いな。あー、ボールや。やってもた。完全にボールやな。追い込まれた。
First pitch of the at bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
あー、これもなんか低いな。
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is in the
いやー、これはあかんな。結局最終までもつれたな。
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4 outs saved. Job well done.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final
で
line
も
score here in
5
what
回
turned
か
out
ら
to be
は
a
抑えとったんや
2-run
な。
victory. No better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Hmm.
7-5 tonight's final. The Braves have evened up the league championship series at 3 games apiece to force a Game 7. Mike Foltynewicz earns the victory on the mound. Jake Arrieta allowed 7.
Hmm. これで最後第7戦まで行ってもったな。これで決まるな。負けりゃ終わりで、勝ったら世界一決定戦か。さあ、ではではでは。